Hello everyone, I'm Orange, I'm 24. I'm a singer and it's my honor to be invited to TEDx Youth Namha today. So today we are going to ponder together the question, when is enough really enough? Now beforehand, I have to inform you in advance that my speech will not include statistics or sophisticated numbers because I'm not good at those. I'm just gonna tell you a story of myself, my journey to pursue the meaning of the word enough. I'm going to take you back to 2009. I was a real nerd. Little Orange was really into reading and writing. And I remember myself pestering my parents on every weekend for a new book to read. And I also remember myself trying to finish homework as quickly as possible so that I could sit in front of my computer to write my own novel, The Great Adventures of Brittany. Brittany was my English nickname at the time. So anyway, my everyday schedule would be school, and then homework, and then writing. School, homework, writing. School, homework, writing. All over again. And I was really passionate about writing. And then came the end of the school year when every girl in my class received a love confession from the boys in class. Everyone except me. And I realized maybe boys don't like nerds. Maybe they like popular girls. And the thought haunted me for days. I would always wonder if my writing hobby could get me enough boys or popular enough. And the days went by, I would still be writing, but with less and less passion. And then I grew up. I grew up a little, and I discovered that I could sing. And in my childish thought at the time, it turned out to be a bigger passion, a bigger opportunity to become famous. Because, you know, being a singer could get you really popular, a lot of fans, and a lot of respect. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, I really do love music for what it is now. But in the past, I mean, I could not ignore the perks of being a singer. I mean, come on, the flashing lights, the fans, the paparazzi, everything is so fabulous. So I tried my hardest to pursue my singing career. And I took every chance I had. I went to every singing audition I saw on the internet. Fortunately, I finally could start my singing career in 2018 with a hit single, which was a very big surprise to me and also a lot of other people. And guess what? I totally forgot my hobby, my love for writing. And Gone Forever were my first ever self-written novels and my dream to become an author, all left and forgotten inside the old computer that my parents threw away. Speaking of my parents didn't really support my singing passion. We just have different outlooks in life. I aim for success, I aim for fame, and to me, fame and success are enough. But my parents want me to have stability. And in my own dictionary, stability means not enough. And we used to have a lot of arguments, so many that I couldn't take it anymore and decided to leave my house to go live on my own. I remember my grandma, who lived with us at the time, asking me, "When will you finally return?" And I answered, "When I have enough, when I achieve enough." And so there I was. I was really alone and so excited to step into the music industry. My motto was, you just have to sing well. That's all. And I was slapped really hard by the very first comments. "Oh, Orange, she's good. She has a good voice. She just doesn't really look pretty, you know. Oh, I know that girl. She's saying, yeah, I know her. But, you know, give her time because she's new, right? But time doesn't really support the ugly ones, you know." I let those comments get to my head, and all I worried about at that time was how to make myself more beautiful, more presentable to the audience, which led to some main topics of my daily conversations. Hey, where do you get your nose done? Where do you get your eyes done? Where do you get your jaw sharpened? Oh, where do you do that facelift that everybody does nowadays? That's all I thought about. Well, for your information, I did have my nose done. I did have my nose done. And did that make me feel more beautiful? Probably. And with the time I invested into changing my dressing style and starving myself, I did look prettier. Well, then another problem came. People would say, oh, she has a good voice, she's way prettier than before, but she's boring. She has no personality. She has no personality. So I decided to talk more. I decided to write a lot of funny statuses on my social media, and it was really fun at first, I have to admit, because I could finally express what I thought was only funny to myself before. And now everybody likes it. Everybody digs into my sense of humor, and some people even get to know me through my silly statements online. Now it does seem like I'm a whole package, right? I can sing, I look kind of pretty, I have an interesting personality. Does that make me feel happy? Not really. Not yet. It's way too soon. I don't want to be a good singer. I want to be a top singer. I want to be an extraordinary singer. I want to be a billionaire. I want to be a desirable woman. My life therefore turned into a hustle. I was so busy all the time, and I always had that feeling that I wasn't busy enough. A successful person is supposed to work harder, work more, and have a tighter schedule and rest less. I always want more, always feel unsatisfied. Why am I never happy? I wonder to myself. Why are there some people out there who seem to be so happy even when they don't make as much money as I do? And then one day came an event that completely changed my whole mindset. On that day, I received a call from my family telling me that my grandma was very sick and that if I didn't come home to see her, I might regret it forever. So I rushed home with tears in my eyes, and I remember myself sitting in a taxi on the way home, looking out the window. And on the way home, I was so surprised. I was shocked. I was taken aback to see a lot of things and places on the road home had changed. It's like the whole scenery just looked so different. And I wonder, why didn't I notice that before? And for how long haven't I come home? And when I saw my grandma on the bed, I said, I'm sorry. I wasn't good enough as a granddaughter, and I haven't afforded to buy you a house yet. I haven't afforded to buy you a car yet, but I'm getting there, so please hold on to me. And my grandma just shook her head and smiled. My child, you being well alone is enough. I want nothing else. I cried. I cried a lot. And my mom, the toughest woman I've ever known, cried too. And that was the first time I ever saw her being so sad. And that day was also the first time my mom and I really talked, heart to heart, about my stress, my burden, and my loneliness. I stayed a night at the house where I spent my entire childhood, staring at my old puzzle book that I used to treasure so much. When was the last time that I felt content? Wasn't it the times when I wrote my own novels, my own books, planning innocent words onto pages without a care everybody in the world would say? Wasn't it the times when I sang alone in my own bedroom from the bottom of my heart? And didn't I miss all the beautiful things in my life to chase something so breakable? As we grow up, we pay the price for whatever we're chasing. And as I'm standing here speaking in front of all of you today, I'm not so proud to say that I haven't found the answer to the question, when is enough really enough? Probably enough will never be enough. After today, I will still have to work hard. After today, I will still be ambitious. after today, I probably wouldn't stop being greedy. But there are two things that I learned from my own story, which are to take a break and to take it slow. I'm not advising you to give up on your dreams or ambitions. You're young. I mean, we're young. And it's never wrong to devote your time and your energy to your goals. It's never too late to thrive for success. But it's also never too soon to sit back sometimes and relax. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't fall victim to peer pressure. Don't let people decide the definition of the word enough for you. You have to be the one to decide that. And if you're tired, just take a rest. If you're sad, talk to someone. And love yourself enough. You never love yourself enough, right? And give your assistants enough justice too. And remember, take a look behind you to see everything you have left along the way, because even when you don't like it, it's what made you who you are today. Please remember where you came from. Because once it's gone, you can have more than enough, but you will never be whole. And that's the end of my speech today. Thank you so much for listening.